Is food very expensive and you're breaking your bank just to try to get meat and eggs? You came to the right channel. My name's Corinne Sutton and I'm going to show you how to shop on a budget. And I'm going to show you some of the best proteins to get so you can save tons of money. You don't have to break a bank to be healthy, build muscle, and get ripped. So the first thing I like to do is go ahead and start off with things that are very healthy, which is our vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are significantly important to incorporate into our diet because this is where you're going to get tons of vitamins and minerals plus dietary fiber. This helps with overall health and wellness when it comes to your body. This is how I have all this good, clear skin, man. It's all about the foods that you actually eat. So let me go ahead and go to the produce aisle because that is the best place to shop before you hit the actual aisles of the store. This is where you're going to find the healthiest foods available. Let's go. So the first thing I like to get is some organic baby spinach. Now, when it comes to spinach, don't worry about the oxalates. This stuff that's being spread online is really just BS. When it comes down to it, you don't have to really worry about it unless you have some type of digestive issues. If you do have a digestive issue, you can just cook the spinach. I eat spinach every single day. I have about 89 grams of it. It's super healthy, high in vitamin A. So this is one of my great food sources to start off with. Now, I like to shop and get some condiments when I make my stir fries. So if you're trying to lose body fat, then get some low calorie sauces. It's like this one right here, the organic garlic teriyaki sauce. This is literally one of my favorites. If you look in the back, 1 tablespoon is only about 25 calories. It tastes amazing. It goes with any type of dish. Next is going to be some garlic. When you're running out of time, regular garlic is cheaper than something that's already peeled. But when it comes to budgeting, you have to remember, are you valuing more money or time? This is where you have to kind of balance out when it comes to being on a budget. So I usually get peeled garlic because it's going to save a lot of time. So when I'm getting ready for work, I can make more money with my time. Next, we're going to get some mushrooms, all right? I like getting them organic. It's only about $3.67. It's a great source of vitamin D. Also, it's high in fiber. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to some of the vegetables that I already gotten so far, these are very cheap. We're only at like maybe $10 right now. But when you're eating a lot of vegetables, especially if you're trying to lose body fat, you want to get foods that's going to be high in fiber because when you're consuming these type of foods, this is going to create more volume on your plate, meaning that you're able to eat a lot more, but it's going to keep you full a lot longer, especially if you're in a caloric deficit. Now, for someone like myself, right now, I'm doing carb cycling. So that means that there's certain days I'm in a small deficit, certain days I'm in a surplus, because what I'm trying to do is to be able to build muscle while able to keep my body fat at a low body fat percentage. And also as well, I'm giving away my free ebook, 7 Ways to Become a Ripped Vegan, so you can check that in the description. Now, when it comes to oil, you don't want to waste a lot of money spending on oils. So for example, like if you look up here, we have so many different types of oils, and right now we're on a budget, right? So if you get something like this is going to be almost like $18.99, and right now they are doing a sale. But you don't need something like this. Because not saying that anything is wrong with oils, you know, there's a lot of debates online that you can find. But me personally, when I work with a lot of my clients, what we usually do is we make sure that we're on a low fat, high protein, and also high carb diet. That's the diet that we usually follow. Unless someone is trying to lose body fat, we change that around, more of a low carb, high protein, moderate fats, but we don't really do a high fat diet. So when it comes to the oils, what we usually do is this right here, just the sprays, all right? Now, when it comes to the sprays, I like personally to use either olive oil or avocado oil because they have a high flash point. I usually get either the 365 or this one right here, the Chosen Food. So right now, this avocado spray is only about $5.12 and it's organic as well, versus the 365 extra olive oil is about $5.29. So since the avocado has a higher flash point and it is on sale, I'm going to pick up this one for today. So the next thing I'm going to get is more vegetables, but this one is going to be my California style blend. Right now it's only $2.99, and I'm going to just grab a few packs broccoli, cauliflower, carrots is all good for lung health, great source of vitamin A and C. Also, the carrots is great for your skin. So if you want that nice, that nice glow, carrots have something called beta carotene in it. So that's what's going to give you that slight orange glow, okay? Now, you don't want too much, okay? You don't want to be walking around looking like Trump, all right? So, but if you want that nice tan, especially if you're hitting the sun, you want to eat some carrots. Also, as well, it's good for eye health as well. So I'm going to grab some of that. We're going to grab some cauliflower rice. Now, I'm a big fan of this as well. It's only about $3.29. It's only $3.19. The reason I get frozen foods, and you might be thinking like, is there other ways to get it cheaper? Yeah, I mean, I could go to the produce section, get broccoli, carrots, and the cauliflower, chop it up myself and freeze it. But again, you have to kind of think about when it comes to conveniency versus like how much you want to save. So when it comes to convenience, obviously you're going to pay a little bit higher. You're literally buying your time back. So just because it's in a package doesn't mean it's processed and bad for you. You have to kind of think of like that. Am I going to save more time getting something that's a little bit more pricey? Or if you have a lot of time, but now you want to save more money, can you do everything from scratch? So that's why I get a mixture of certain foods from the produce section. I want to get it cheapest as possible, but then I also get some foods that's in the frozen section that's going to help speed up my time. Next is our protein options. We want to find out what's expensive, what's cheap, and how we can save money. So when it comes to our poultry, I was actually doing some research, looking at the pricing, and to be honest with you, the organic chicken 365 is probably the cheapest that you can get. It's only $9.44, and they're charging you about $8.99 per pound. And when you look in the back, you're getting about 4 or 5 servings from that. So when it comes to the protein intake, it's about 25 grams of protein per serving. Estimating from the pounds and also the serving size, about 4 or 5. So you're almost getting about, let's just round it up to like 100 grams of protein, okay? This is actually really cheap. But let's say that you're on a plant-based diet like myself. What is more comparable to the organic chicken? Let me show you. Even if you consume meat and you want to try to find something like another alternative, let's do some organic high protein tofu. So the price today is only about $4.99. This whole entire block, you're getting about 70 grams. So if we did the comparisons between the chicken and this, to tell you the truth, it's almost a tie. The tofu might be a little bit cheaper because this is $10. If you bought 2 of these, that's about 140 grams of protein, versus the chicken, it varies because it's by weight. So when it comes to that, it's going to be a small significant difference. You're going to save maybe $1, but with the tofu, you're not getting any type of cholesterol or saturated fat. So next is going to be like the meat, okay? So what I found was the 100% grass-fed vegetarian ground beef. That's 100% organic. And then if we look right here, we have some pasteurized beef top. This is about $12.99 per pound. Some of it in the back is about $9.49 per pound. Now, this is like getting the best type of meat. Obviously, you want to get the best because that's going to be healthy for you when it comes to building muscle, losing body fat. But let me find you something that's also cheaper if you're trying to save some money. So cheaper and a great alternative is going to be Upton's Seitan. So right now they're doing it on sale for about $4.94. When it comes to the protein, this has about 17 grams of protein per serving. In one box, there's about 4. Now, me personally, I usually eat 1 box of this per day. It's about 68 grams of protein. This will be the cheaper option compared to like if you're getting the best steak or meat. Because remember, if you're going to eat meat, you might as well try to get the best quality. If you're getting the worst quality, then are you actually pay attention to your health? Because when it comes to animal byproducts, it's filled with hormones, antibiotics, and these animals do get treated very badly as well. Another great alternative when it comes to expensive meat is going to be the Beyond Steak. Now, a lot of people have tons of misconceptions of Beyond because when Beyond first came out, people say is highly processed. But if you've been following Beyond like myself, over the years, they have been changing their ingredients, making them a lot healthier. If we look in the back, it's about 63 grams of protein for a whole entire package. When it comes to the main ingredients, we're looking towards some water, wheat gluten, and fava bean protein. That's mostly the main ingredients. Everything else is mostly seasoning. So this would be a great alternative if you're trying to save some money. And then for chicken, another great alternative is going to be the daring. So right now they're doing it on sale for $4.49. So if we look in the back, we have about, the main ingredients is pretty much some water, soy protein, and a little bit of sunflower oil with tons of spices, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a few bags of this as well. Next is going to be some eggs. Some of the average prices is between $7.89 to $12 for some good eggs. Now, I know that a lot of people love their eggs because of the healthy cholesterol, also the protein content. And when it comes to some of the plant-based eggs, let's say like the Wonder Eggs, which is a great alternative, it's about $8.39, so it's really the same price of regular eggs, but even when it comes to the content, you're not going to get as much protein, right? You have the Just Eggs as well, and when it comes to the protein, it's very equivalent to regular eggs, but for whatever reason, they're charging about $9.49. I'm on a plant-based diet, and I think that's expensive. So what is some great alternatives? Let me show you. Right back to the high-protein tofu, all right? Now, with tofu, it's very versatile. So you can make this into a scramble. And if you want to learn how to make a tofu scramble, click on the description. We'll put the link down for my tofu scramble recipe. And again, like I said before, it's super high in protein. I'm going to go ahead and grab some overnight oats. I have been loving the mush, all right? It's only about $2.39. It's a great snack. Oats is not peasant food. I live pretty good in Miami. Oatmeal is actually really good for you, all right? It helps lower cholesterol levels, it helps lower blood pressure. It's a great source of dietary fiber. And you get the overnight oats, it's a really good snack as well. So when it comes to the total price, we're looking at $161.17. Now, this is pretty much a pretty good grocery food haul that's gonna last me for about 2 weeks between two people, me and my wife, okay? We usually would dig through this. Obviously, I eat a lot more than she does, but as you can see, I got tons of protein options. Like with the daring, each bag is about 42 grams of protein. And that's how I kind of like focus on pricing, is not just like, oh, meat and chicken and what's the lowest value. It's about what's high in protein, how much bang can I get out of my buck, the health purposes between the two, and then how much food I can get out of it when I'm creating everything, okay? So hopefully that all makes sense. And if you like this video and you want me to make more videos like this, like what I eat, what I do for a living, workouts, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell as well, because I put out these videos once a week. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely let me know in the comment section what's some of your favorite protein sources as well. Talk to you soon. Peace.